This story is about two girls who are crazy about climbing. And jokingly, they climb a tower 2,000 feet high. But after climbing up, something happens to them that they can never forget. This tower is in the middle of a deserted desert where no one can be seen from far away. So, what happens to these girls on this tower? The beginning of this story is shown to Becky, her husband Dan and his friend Shyle, where these three were climbing on a big mountain. This climbing adventure was not new for them, so the three were very excited. Now while climbing up, Dan sees a small cave in the rock. So when he puts his hand there to strengthen his grip, then due to a bird, his balance is disturbed and he hangs on the rope. Seeing this, Shyle and Becky get scared and try to save him. But suddenly the rope breaks and Dan is killed in front of their eyes. After this incident, Becky goes into shock. Then we are shown a scene from here a year later, where Becky was still unable to get out of that shock. She was struggling with loneliness and pain, and alcohol had become a part of her life. Seeing her daughter's condition, her dad James gets worried and advises her to move on in life. But Becky was so disappointed with her life that now she did not want to hear or understand anything. Now that night she decides to do something, then her friend Shyle calls. Actually, Shyle was sent to her by Becky's dad to make her understand. Now Shyle challenges her to climb the old tower 2,000 feet high to forget her old memories. But hearing this, Becky refuses in the beginning, but Shyle explains to her that sometimes we need an excuse to move on in life. And maybe this is the only chance, after which she finally gets ready. Then the next day, both set out for that dangerous journey. During the journey, Becky sees her old photos on Shyle's phone. In a photo, a boy's hand is visible on Shyle's shoulder. Upon asking about it, Shyle calls him a friend and avoids the conversation. Meanwhile, Becky's dad calls, but she does not answer the call. Now on the way, both of them stay in a hotel, where Becky finds out that Shyle is a YouTuber and she makes climbing vlogs. After this, she asks a waiter about that tower, where is he? Then the waiter tells her that the tower is visible in front, which is about 2 miles away from here. Now at night, both of them stayed in the same hotel. The next morning, both of them start their journey again. Shyle starts her vlogging, and during this time, due to their distraction, a big accident happens. After this, both of them finally reach the deserted place from where the tower was visible. But before that, they find a gate closed with a lock, which also had a warning board. Now due to the gate being closed, they will have to stop the car there, so both of them start walking ahead. This was a deserted desert area, where on the way, both of them see a dead animal, which was being eaten by geese. Shyle clicks her photo and uploads it on Instagram, and asks her to control her fear. Then she agrees. Now the tower was quite old, so both of them join each other with the help of safety rope and start climbing. Shyle was ahead and Becky was behind, but there was complete rust on that tower and the stairs were also shaking completely. But Shyle's courage did not break. She kept moving forward while the whole tower was shaking. Becky was also moving forward with courage. Then suddenly the step she had held broke and fell down, but she survived. Becky is afraid of this, but Shyle gives her courage again. Now if it is breaking here, it can break ahead too. And we see that many nut bolts were also loose, because the tower is very old. They reached the Eiffel Tower and drank water, and from there too, everything below the ground looked very small. Now by doing this, they had crossed the inner stairs, that is, about 1,800 feet of climbing has been done. Now the remaining 200 feet of climbing, which they will have to do from the outer stairs, and as the wind is blowing, it is difficult according to that. Becky did not want to go any further, but Shyle also started, so now she will have to go too. The condition of these stairs was even worse, because it is the outside side After moving a little further, they had to cross a dish, but even from here Shile crossed with a smile. Then she also helped Becky. She was very scared. On top of that, Shile also starts scaring her by shaking the stairs, which made the nut bolts even more loose. At the same time, a bolt had also fallen out. Despite this, both somehow climbed to the top of the tower safely, but while reaching up, another bolt had also fallen out, and they had no idea about all this. Now both are very happy to reach the top, and Shile starts making her vlog again. She uses a drone camera to take good shots in the video, then to give her viewers more good content, she holds Becky's drone remote and hangs herself on one hand with the help of the tower. Becky was also refusing to do all this, but Shile does not listen. After taking the shot, she comes back up and says the same to give a post to Becky too, but Becky was refusing to do this, on which Shile says that this is the biggest chance to scare her. After which Becky holds Shile's hand and does the same stunt, and Shile starts taking her selfie. After this, Becky comes back up. Now Becky had brought the ashes of the den here. While remembering the den, she scatters her ashes there, and at this moment, both Becky and Shile become very emotional and start remembering her. After this, they decide that now they should go back. That's why she connects her safety rope with herself, and first Becky starts going down, but as soon as she takes the first step on the stairs, the remaining bolts also open and the stairs break and fall, but Becky hangs with the help of the rope. Shile gets very scared seeing this, but somehow pulls her back up. Here, Becky starts crying out of fear because of coming out of the mouth of death, but the next moment both start laughing, because it was a very adventurous moment. Then looking down, they find out that the stairs are completely broken, and now how will they go down? Both come in tension and check their phones, but there was no network in the phone, because you can't get network at such a height. Then they see an emergency box there, which they get a binocular and a flare gun to open, but their bag had gone down and stuck on the dish of the tower, which had drinking water. Seeing all this, Becky gets angry with Shile, that now we will die of thirst here, so Shile calms her down and says that maybe someone must have called 911 and the police must be coming to help us, so now we just have to wait for a while, until no one comes. Then Shile notices that Becky's foot is injured because of falling, so to stop the blood, Shile ties her shirt on her wound. Now both start waiting for help. Sometime later, Becky asks Shile why she started vlogging, on which Shile says that I started this for Den, which hearing this, Becky has a little doubt in her mind about Shile. Now 5 hours had passed, but no help had reached them yet. Then Shile checks her phone, so she gets an idea from the photo of the dead animal she had uploaded. She types a help message on her phone, ties the phone to the rope and starts hanging it down, thinking that maybe if she takes it down, the phone will get a signal and her post will be uploaded. But doing this, her rope was only 15 feet, so to take the phone down, Shile tries to hang it down a little, but her attempt fails. After this, Becky gets an idea. She says that the signal will be completely down, so why don't we throw the phone down somehow? So Shile also agrees, and takes off her shoe and puts the phone inside it nicely. And so that the phone does not break, she uses her socks and undergarments. Then both drop it down. Now the phone goes down, but even from a distance, they could not see that the phone has fallen safely or broken. Then Becky notices that Shile has a tattoo of 125 on his foot, whose use Dan used to say, "I love you." Becky suspects, but she remains silent. Then she sees a man and his dog below, from which both start screaming and calling. But due to the high altitude, her voice was not able to reach that man, and that man was also busy on the phone. While Shile's phone had also fallen down and broken, so Becky throws her shoe down to give a signal, and he also reaches that man, but that man does not give him a sign on the contrary, he throws away someone else's shoe and takes his dog with him. Seeing this, Becky is about to fire a flare gun there, but Shyle forbids her that she may not even be able to see by firing a flare gun during the day. We will have to run it when it is dark. Then, she sees a car in front of her, which also had another man inside it. Now they had one last idea left, that as soon as night falls, they will fire a flare gun so that people will see them. After that, as soon as it gets dark, they both fire a flare gun so that those two men can see them. Now here Shyle notices that those two men are coming to her car, which makes her very happy that now she will get help, but they both reach her car, steal her car and run away from there. Seeing this, she screams a lot, but who was going to hear her voice here? Now they had one last hope left, that also fails, due to which their will to live was also breaking. Now because of the darkness, the signal light of the tower starts to burn. Both were very sleepy, but there is a risk of falling down from sleeping here, so she could not even sleep. Now they both start talking. In the meantime, Becky asks Shyle about the tattoo. After this, Shyle tells her with shame that I had an affair with your husband for 4 months, and it was a big mistake of my life. You would have been very sad to know this, so even after Dan's death, I never told you. I started loving him because he was different from everyone, but I soon realized that I could never love him more than you. After knowing all this, Becky feels very bad, but what could she do? Now they had been here for 24 hours, and it was morning, and without eating or drinking. They were both very hungry, so Shyle decides that she will somehow go down from here and bring her bag up, after which she ties the rope from the tower and goes down from there, but somehow after going down, due to the small rope, Shyle was still unable to reach the bag. Now, she had no other option, so she hangs from her rope and somehow jumps to the dish and reaches. After reaching there, she drinks water from her bag first, but now she had one more challenge in front of her, that how will she go up, but somehow she hangs her bag from that rope, after which she jumps again and herself hangs on the rope. Then Becky starts pulling her up. Shyle also starts climbing up, and she was just about to reach up, then the rope slips from Becky's hand, due to which she starts falling down quickly. Seeing this, Becky's heartbeat suddenly becomes fast, because after losing Dan, now she did not want to lose her best friend, but as soon as she looks down scared, then Shyle sees her hanging on the rope, although Shile's hands are injured a lot, and now she herself can't hold the rope and try to climb up. After this, with a lot of difficulty, Becky alone with all her power, manages to bring Shyle to the top of the tower. Then Becky drinks water, and after a while writes a help note and puts it in the drone. With the help of both drones, she tries to send her message to the hotel nearby. She was very happy, but as soon as she goes a little far, the battery in the drone starts to get low, so before the battery runs out completely, she brings the drone back to her. Now this was the last way to save them, but it also failed. Becky starts crying, that what will happen to. She was very happy, but as soon as she goes a little far, the battery in the drone starts to get low, so before the battery runs, let's see that it is night and Becky has a terrible dream. Then the next morning Becky gets an idea that she can charge the drone with the light on top of the tower. Although Shyle was smart in climbing, but due to the injury of her hand, she could not climb up. After this, she gets a lot of courage and climbs on the pole of Becky Tower. And then as soon as she opens the light and puts the drone charger in the plug is quite loose. Therefore, until the battery is fully charged, Becky has to hold the